Keeping up with all the new and returning shows on various streaming services can be challenging, but thankfully you don't have to do all the work yourself. After looking through Netflix, HBO, and Prime Video's list of recent additions, we've highlighted the top new and returning shows for each streaming service. There's something for everyone, whether you're searching for something to binge-watch by yourself or a family series. Keep watching to find out the best new releases that premiered between November 2022 and January 2023. Number 10. White Lotus. The White Lotus is an HBO dark comedy drama television series that was produced by Mike White. It follows the story of visitors and staff of the fictitious White Lotus resort chain, whose varied dysfunction has an impact on their ability to enjoy their stay. Although the first season of White Lotus' captivating comedy drama was filmed at a luxurious, billion-dollar resort in Hawaii, none of the show's characters found it to be particularly restful, whether they were there for a holiday or to help with their wealthy clientele with their desperate demands. Season 2 shifts the setting to Italy and introduces a whole new group of dramatic characters. The White Lotus examines the problems in contemporary society by delving into issues like stress, marriage, sexuality, drugs, love, adolescence, loss, and parenthood. This may initially seem like too many themes for one program to cover, but that's precisely why the series received such positive reviews. Stories intertwine, linking themes together to create a funny replica of everyday life. From what may initially appear to be a combination of odd personalities is thrown into one spot. Number 9. Mayor of Kingstown. In November 2021, Paramount Plus debuted Mayor of Kingstown, a prison drama based on Hugh Dillon's memories of growing up close to the Kingston Penitentiary in Ontario, Canada. The Mayor of Kingstown follows the McCluskey family in their hometown of Kingstown, Michigan, where the only successful business is the jail. This implies that Mike McCluskey's position as a middleman between individuals inside and outside the jail gives his great authority. It, however, makes him a target, though Season 2 examines what happened after the prison revolt that Season 1's climax brought about. Number 8. 1923. 1923 is a prequel to the 2018 series Yellowstone. The cowboy drama Yellowstone Season 5 has once more gone back in time to detail how the struggle for this specific location of Montana land got started as the Dutton family takes a mid-season break. The prequel series 1923, which follows 1883, chronicles the history of the Dutton family ranch from generation to generation. After a shootout with sheep herder Banner Creighton, the Dutton family suffered some significant losses. James Dutton from 1883 eventually left the Yellowstone ranch to his brother Jacob and his wife Cara, but they now want even more assistance to defend their territory from those who would like to claim it for their own. Before the break, Spencer and Cara contacted her nephew and asks that he helps the family. Having served in World War I, her nephew must now go on a difficult journey to visit his family in Montana. The first episode of 1923 debuted on the Paramount Network on Sunday, December 18th, immediately after an episode of Yellowstone. However, the remaining episodes of the series are available each week on Prime, Paramount Plus. Number 7. Vikings Valhalla. The way Vikings Valhalla Season 2 truly opens up the world to its story and people is one of the most intriguing elements. Yes, there is still a lot of plotting, violence, and betrayal, but the impression that this is a closed-off story involving a select few characters has vanished, as the show tries to portray the enormous influence that Viking culture had on most of the known world both during the 11th century and for hundreds of years. The three main characters in Valhalla embark on separate adventures that span continents in Season 2 on Netflix. After the tragic fall of Kattegat, which broke their dreams and changed their fates, Vikings Valhalla Season 2 picks up with our heroes shortly thereafter. Now suddenly they are fugitives in Scandinavia. They are forced to put their ambitions and bravery to the test in worlds beyond the fjords of Kattegat, fighting for their lives, their thrones, their beliefs, and a reason to live. Number 6. The English. Anyone who is eagerly anticipating the release of the 5th season of the popular Western drama Yellowstone may find themselves enthralled and transported back in time by the English TV series on Prime. The English, a historical drama dubbed an epic chase western, follows the journey of English aristocrat Lady Cornelia Locke and Pawnee ex-cavalry scout Eli Whip as their paths cross in 19th century America. In contrast to Yellowstone, which takes place in the present, the English is set in the past. Although they may travel the same route, their objectives are different. Eli is motivated by a desire to return home and bring about peace, whereas Lady Cornelia seeks vengeance for the death of her son. Coincidentally, both are traveling to the Wyoming community of Hoxham, and as they pursue their goals through a harsh landscape and scary challenges, the situation becomes extremely dangerous. Number 5. Wednesday. It only needed to be about a strange family, and that was it. The creepiness too. The absurdity and also the spot-on sarcasm. Barry Sonnenfeld produced a unique tale in 1991. He was the master of comedy horror. Due to how perfectly it nailed the spirit, the Addams Family became a Halloween classic in every home. Wednesday, the spin-off series, continues in the same vein. This series, which debuted 31 years after the original, is neither a remake nor a continuation. The year in which the series is set is uncertain, but it makes little difference. Wednesday keeps doing what she does best, like releasing wild piranhas in a pool with bullies from high school. Wednesday is brought to Nevermore because she's been expelled from numerous schools, an accomplishment she enjoys in the institution that produced her parents. For Wednesday, opportunities are few and far between, and she will do anything to be tortured. But hanging in her mother's shadow isn't one of them. The school altered the moment she came onto the property. There are ghosts, monsters, murderers, secret societies, and also romance. There's a hand without a body, and a mystery that is only evident to Wednesday. Yes, there are also vampires, sirens, and werewolves. Nevermore has everything. Number 4. Tulsa King. Former New York Mafia leader Dwight the General Manfredi serves as the main character in the Tulsa King narrative. He is incarcerated for 25 years, abides by the code of silence and refrains from telling on his pals, and anticipates receiving a sizable reward upon his release. Manfredi is instead exiled from the East Coast's glittering cities to the Midwest's desolate Badlands. The Mafia veteran is sent to Tulsa, Oklahoma, by the new blood running the criminal organization, supposedly to open up shop there. Manfredi chooses to establish in Tulsa rather than wallow in involuntary retirement, which is just pushing the old man under the rug. Manfredi is compelled to hunt for talent in Tulsa, an unusual and new location. However, every town has its share of shady characters, so Manfredi goes looking for them to add to his crew. Number 3. Jack Ryan. After 2 successful seasons, Jack Ryan returns. As a case officer for the CIA in Rome, Jack obtains the information that there is a secret effort to revive the Soviet Empire, more than 50 years after it was thought to have been put to rest. The underground scheme to revive the Soviet Empire is called the Sokol Project. Jack sets out on a quest to verify the intelligence, but things go wrong right away, and he ends up being wrongly accused of being a part of a bigger plot. Number 2. 1899. From the masterminds of the German series Dark, an immigrant group from various backgrounds set sail from Europe to New York in the Netflix series 1899 in pursuit of better chances. The passengers are all united in their optimism for the future when they discover another migrant ship drifting in the open sea. The journey to the promised land, which had previously been straightforward, suddenly becomes a terrifying nightmare of possibilities. Unfortunately, 1899 is already cancelled after one season by Netflix. That is really a bummer because first season was amazing. Number 1. The Last of Us. The 2023 television series, which is based on the 2013 video game created by Naughty Dog, is set 20 years into a worldwide epidemic brought on by a widespread fungal illness that drives its host to mutate into zombie-like monsters and brings about the decline of society. The series concentrates on Joel, a survivor in a post-apocalyptic setting, to save people from the zombie-creating fungi that have wiped out the Earth. He is compelled to convey a young girl called Ellie across the United States. This is by far the best game adaptation to date. Thank you for watching. Please, if you could, like, share, and subscribe if you enjoyed the video.